What up, YouTube? It's T Money, and today it's time to do the predictions for the Eastern Conference Round 1 NHL playoffs. Let's first look over the teams that did not make it. First team that was out was Toronto. It will go from the bottom up. So Toronto, Columbus, Buffalo, Montreal, New Jersey, Ottawa, Carolina, and Boston. Just missing it by 3 points. So Philly just making it. We'll get to their matchup here in a second. But first, let's start with the matchup. I'm using ESPN for the matchups here, so that's pretty good. Starting with the first matchup, Florida versus New York, the New York Islanders. The season series went to the Panthers 2-1. The games were November 27th, December 15th, and then March 14th. So 2015, 2016. Scores of the 27th game were Florida 3, New York 2, final in the shootout. And then Florida won in New York, and then New York won the last meeting. And point totals so far is 103 for the Panthers and 100 for the New York Islanders. Prediction for that series, I'm going to make a full bracket tonight. So when I get that, I'll take a picture of it and put it on my Instagram on who's going to win the first round. Second game is Tampa Bay and Detroit. Tampa Bay making the Stanley Cup final last year and almost defeating the Chicago Blackhawks, but coming up just short by a game. Hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. So, Tampa Bay, Detroit. Tampa Bay making the playoffs last year, I said that. Making it to the final. Stanley Cup Finals. Falling short by a game to the Chicago Blackhawks. They're going to be facing the Detroit Red Wings, whose playoff streak continues. They are on a 27 playoff streak, making the playoffs. They are on a 27 playoff streak. I'm going to call it that. I don't know what else to call it. And the matchups, the dates were 2 in 2015 and then 2 in 2016. October 13th and November 3rd, Detroit winning those. First game 3-1, second game was 2-1. And then in the 2016 series, 2016 games, Tampa Bay won them both. So the season series was tied at 2-2. 2-2, no, totally, is what that says. The President Trophy winners, Washington Capitals and the Philadelphia Flyers, just edging out the Boston Bruins as the Philadelphia Flyers. They're not going to play Pittsburgh this year. Last year they did, but they lost. And then Pittsburgh lost, I think. I think it was that way. I don't remember. But Washington, Philly, they had one game in 2015 and then 3 games in 2016. 2 of them ended in an overtime and a shootout. Or one of them ended in overtime, one of them ended in a shootout, and the other 2 ended in regulation. Series was tied 2-2, so that means that 1 won in overtime, 1 won in the shootout. No, actually, Washington won both the regulations, and Philly won the extra time. So there's that. And then the final game of the Eastern Conference Elite 8 is the Pittsburgh Penguins and the New York Rangers. They 104 points for the Penguins, and the Rangers with 101 points. The series went to Pittsburgh 3-1. That's an actual series, by the way. That's a 5-game series. Yeah, that's a 5-game series. Holy crap. No, that's not. They have to win 4 games to win the series. But anyway, 3-1, the Penguins won. And the only game that the Rangers won was a shutout. And all of the games were in 2016, so February 10th was the shutout. And that is the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference. I will do the Western Conference tomorrow. And I'll see you then. T-Money signing off. Peace out.